Today I am going to teach you figure of a speech. Figure of a speech is also known as literary devices. In Hindi you can say it alankar. Okay. Now figure of a speech part 1. Today we are going to deal with part 1 and next class we are going to deal with the part 2. I have selected some important figure of speech. There are lots of figure of a speech, but I have selected few of them. Definition. A figure of a speech is an expression that gives variety and force to one's writing by the use of words in ways other than their ordinary literal meaning. Means कि figure of a speech gives meaning to the literature in some different way, and we use lots of figure of a speech while writing, mostly in the poem. Number 1. Metaphor. A word or phrase that is used in an imaginative way to show that somebody something has the same qualities as another thing. Means it is used to compare two things without using as or like. Okay. For example, he was lion in the war. No, you go through simile. Simile. A simile is a figure of a speech that makes a comparison showing similarities between two different things using the words like or as. For example, he fought like a lion. No, simile and metaphor both are used to compare two things. Okay, one simile is used by using as or like, while metaphor is used without as or like. So understand the example. This is, for example, simile. He fought like a lion. He fought like a lion. So here we use like. See, like. To where we use like or as, it is simile. But here, he was lion in the war. The meaning are same. He fought like a lion and he was lion in the war. The meaning are same, but he fought like a lion is a simile, while he was lion in the war is a metaphor. Means in metaphor we never use as or like. In simile we compare two things by using as or like. Next, anaphora. An anaphora is a figure of a speech in which a word or expression is repeated at the beginning of a number of sentences. Means anaphora, it is repeated again and again at the beginning of the sentence. For example, and B1 traveler long I stood and looked down one as far as I could. It is taken from class 9 textbook, the road not taken. Okay, see here, and in the first line and again and is used in the second line. So when the same words are used at the beginning of the sentence, okay, that is called anaphora. Next is personification. Personification is a figure of a speech where human qualities are given to non-living objects. Means कि non-living objects are used as human. For example, the thunder grumbled like an old man. So who grumbled? The human grumbled, but here thunder is non-living things and it is grumbled like an old man. So non-living things is compared as living thing. Second example, the wind sang through the meadow. Okay, meadow means a green field. Okay, the wind sang through the meadow. Here wind, what is the wind doing? Singing. Okay, so it's not possible for a wind or a living non-living things to sing, because only living things can sing. But here the wind sang through the meadow, means the non-living things is doing the work of a living things. So it is called personification. Next, antithesis. Antithesis is a figure of a speech in which two opposite ideas are put together in a sentence to achieve a contrasting effect. Here the two things are man proposes and God disposes. Okay, the two things are there because it is the opposite of each other. Propose, opposite, disposes, opposite, propose. Means when two ideas are put together to achieve a contrasting effect, that is called antithesis. Next is oxymoron. a phrase that combine two words that seem to be the opposite of each other. Okay, when two words are used and both are opposite to each other, that is called oxymoron. For example, living, death. The living and death, two opposite. Second, that's my adult child. Here, what is used here? Adult, child. So how an adult be a child? But both the words are used, adult and then child. So that is oxymoron. Here adult child means that the adult is playing video game just like a child. That's why it is used adult child. Next is alliteration. A alliteration is the repetition of the same consonant sound at the beginning of words. Means when the same consonant sounds are used again and again at the beginning of the words, that is called alliteration. For example, water everywhere and not a single drop to drink. So here water and water means W, both the sounds are here. W, wa. See, wa. Okay, so like this, when the beginning of words, the words may be anywhere. Okay, the words may be anywhere. Here also the words is drop. See, D, drop, D, and here drink, da. So da. Here also use da. Here use wa, water, and drop, drink. Means these all are alliteration because repetition of the same consonant sound. Next one is repetition. Okay, it is the simple repeating of a word. Means when we repeat the words again and again, that is called repetition. For example, boring and boring and boring. It is taken from class 10 textbook. Okay, and from a poem, boring and boring and boring. So here see the word boring, again boring, and again boring. Okay, boring and boring mean the same word. Boring and boring are repeated again and again. That is called repetition. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day. Next class we go through the part